All right, guys. So what I've done here is I literally just recorded a quick training call with Brian and myself, going over the standard process, best practices that we have found thus far working with this retail hedge fund. So check out the video. If you have any follow-up questions, by all means, feel free to reach out directly. But this is an incredible opportunity for us to get in there and sell some wholesale deals at retail prices. So let's get with it, and I'll see you guys on the other side. So, dude, yeah, it's a pretty big opportunity, man. Like I was discussing with you yesterday, bro. I've in my whole time being in wholesaling, I've never thought it was possible to wholesale a retail price. Just
Yeah.
you don't know until you know, right? Um,
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with probably many factors, right? But one, the government's just printing out tons of money, so money is like accessible across the board right now,
Yeah.
and big hedge funds, man, are coming in and just scooping up the market. Like we're in the most competitive real estate market ever. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
my wife is burnt out. She's an agent, and she's got clients that anyone that's purchasing below $200,000, dude, you're up against 20 other offers. You know,
Yeah. My
so
brother tells me the same thing, the same stories, man. It's crazy.
it's
Being a
nuts. It's nuts, dude. It's like it's uncharted territory. So, um, with the hyper competitive market, dude, I think it has a lot to do with that, but lots of different factors. So this is just a big fund that was around for a long time, and traditionally they've just always bought deals on the MLS, right? There's never been an off market sector. So this just rolled out about a month ago, and they're just kind of failing forward and creating a good operation with it. But when I say they're buying retail, dude, they're buying retail. So I'll just show you like kind of what we've been doing, best practices, and we'll go over the markets that they're active in as well.
Okay.
So first off, this is the buy box, right? So all of these areas highlighted are hot buying opportunities for the fund where they already own a bunch of properties, and they're looking to buy a ton more. So, Atlanta, Birmingham, Charlotte, Columbus. I've just taken like the top ones. Like we're aggressively hitting Atlanta right now. Just pulled some data for Charlotte, so we'll probably be unleashing that shortly. And then I just went over to Oklahoma City because he mentioned they just bought a big portfolio there and they were expanding a lot. But
Okay.
hot markets, he said, Atlanta, of course, Nashville, Charlotte, and I think Kansas City was the other one that they put an emphasis on at their team meeting, saying, hey, we're looking to expand a little bit more in KC as well. So anyways, max purchase price listed below. The four that you see in green are the only markets that we have an exception on that max price, meaning, if there's a property that they want, if it makes sense, they can look at the numbers and consider paying above that number, right? So,
Got it. Okay.
for Atlanta, we bring them a $400,000 house, or $400,000 purchase price. They might consider it as long as it works.
Okay. And I know he did say yesterday, because I talked to Santiago yesterday, I'll get more information on the property, but they do have something in Atlanta.
So, dude, send them my way.
I'll get that info. Yeah, I'll get information. I'll send it your way.
Awesome. Literally, I submit the email, and the first initial one can take up to 24 hours to get the offer, right? But I'll have the offer 24 hours. If it's not at our asking price, our rep is actually going to go up to bat if he sends counters on our behalf. Now, I've only been doing this for about 2 weeks. Out of the 7 that we submitted, they put offers on six of those. 3 of them were full price off the rip, and then the other 3 of them he countered and got full ask on 2 of them. So one of them wasn't full price, but still, like,
Wow.
yeah.
Dang. That's awesome though, man.
Yeah. So, and they just expand. It used to be like 3-bed, 2-bath in most of these markets, but they just expanded their buying criteria. So 3-1s just about across the board, with the exception of these markets. The year built, like Atlanta, Birmingham, all these, anything 1940 and newer. And then the only other thing that I would say highlight in your data is just the
Okay.
minimum square footage.
Okay.
They do have another program outside of this typical one, where again there can be exceptions with the size and that stuff, but I wouldn't worry about that. We're just pulling the data, just put that with the square footage.
You got
Minimum rent, don't worry about this as much because
it. Okay.
they're actually purchasing on projected future rent. So if it's an area and it's not quite hitting that threshold,
It will.
yeah, they're bidding on it. So basically, we can assume that they're banking on appreciation is what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. I literally take this, bro, and then I also had the reps send me just the buy box areas. So you can see Atlanta, all these zip codes are the areas that they're aggressively buying. So you got tons. Like this yellow line market data I've pulled so far, and I just hit tired landlords, and this is literally like 20,000 records or more. So there's like, dude, we would never run out of opportunities just in Atlanta, right? But the short time I've hit Atlanta and Oklahoma City so far, got a contract in each. And then I had another wholesaler. Well, she's also a fix and flipper, but she brought me a deal in Antioch, which is like right outside of Nashville. And she's like, hey, I was considering fixing this up. If I fix it up, put carpet and paint in it, I'm going to sell it for $345. But if you want it, if you can do anything with it, I'll sell it to you for $3. And the house is literally worth like $330, right? And it needs $20,000 to work. So I shot it out to the fund at $350. I should have gone higher, bro. Like I'm kicking myself now, but I shot it at $315 and the fund offered $315. So you figure $315 plus 20, 25 and work, that's more than $330 ARV, right? It's stupid.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I can send you all these zip codes, and there's more too. That's
perfect. Because I know I was reading off because when I was talking to you yesterday, they're in a lot of the markets that you were reading off to me yesterday, and they're expanding to Phoenix as well. So that's where they were talking to Carlos Reyes, and he's helping them get set up in Phoenix. So, but yeah, a lot of these it matches up perfectly. So they're already getting deals in those areas. So yeah, this is awesome. Man.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's worth a swing. I think it's worth a shot for sure. So this is all I'm really doing, bro. I'm taking these and then I'm going on to PropStream.
Okay.
Right? Wherever you pull your data at.
Yep.
Getting onto PropStream, and I'm just reverse engineering the data. So we know what the buyer wants. We know what they're buying at. Plugging in their criteria, pulling the data, making contact. So I'll get the first 4 zips because for whatever reason, if I enter more than 4 zip codes, it doesn't always pull up all the zip codes for it. But I just add those in the thing. And then based on the criteria that they're buying, right? So I'll take we'll just do tired landlords. That's the one I've been doing the most. This is likely 15 to ownership or more. Different tax mailing address, all that stuff. I don't really mess with the owner occupied or not. Cause right now, like we can just blast it across the board. The fact that they retail, I'm saying a lot. So obviously residential, single family, minimum of 3 beds, 1 bath, minimum size 900 square feet, year built 1940, and that's really it. I'll say no, we don't want anything that's listed, so I'd take off the MLS status. Ownership info, not really that concerned about it. Maybe we'll just go straight to individuals. They're easier to negotiate with. And then equity, I'd usually do at least 40% equity to make sure you can scoop up some opportunities, but I'm pulling up to like, if they have 25% equity in the deal, I know that no matter what, we'd be able to pay more than they owe, So that's it. And I just pull it, get it on our properties and that. You guys already know that stuff, so pretty simple. I'll just go over like an angle that we've kind of used to negotiate with the sellers, because we don't necessarily need a contract in place. Keep that in mind. What I'm doing is I can take the leads to, I'll take all this information, I submit it via email, and then he'll reply saying, hey, got it submitted. And then we get a response, within 24 hours with the price. So when I'm looking at them, I'm like, okay, see, this one's a banger. And I wouldn't think, dude, if I was looking to wholesale a deal and like 180 and it's worth 230, well, if it needs 30K rehab, it might be a little bit tight, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this. I'm
Yeah.
like, this has got to be a smoker,
Yeah.
So what did I tell Trey here? Yes, sir. Let me know. But let's go to some of the leads that have come in, the OK City ones. Let's see. There's one that's a banger, too. A few of them, bro. This sucker. Talk to this guy. He's asking 200.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I see, okay, it says 283 on the Zestimate. Sometimes I'll review it really quick just to look at it. But I submitted this deal at 265, and they blasted back super quick saying, we'll meet your ask, right? And you look at the neighborhood, like 360, 350.
Yeah.
That's about where it's comping out at. I think NAR's got it at somewhere in that same ballpark. But you think, it's a house that's been lived in, not listed. Probably doesn't need a whole lot of work, but they're paying 265, no questions asked, and they have plenty of room baked into their price for repairs, right?
Yeah.
65G deal right there, right?
So you got that under contract, or you got that?
Yeah, my buddy's
Nice.
meeting him actually on Friday today.
Okay.
Yep, got that one.
So you have somebody in where is this at? This one is in.
That one is in Atlanta.
Okay.
The two lists I've hit is Oklahoma and Atlanta. Yeah, so this one, these we didn't have contracts on these. I submitted them, got the offer from the fund, and then we could reverse engineer it basically. But
gotcha. Okay.
But what we found is then getting back in contact with some of these sellers, a couple of them like changed their mind or changed their prices. So I told my team, I'm like, you know what? If we got a little bit of a discount, just go ahead and go for it. Lock it up, because they're rapid firing these offers, dude. So these ones I'm waiting to hear on a response again, but you can see like I submitted this one. I submitted it at 170. I think the seller was asking like 150. But you look at the value on these things. If it pulls it up. $174.
Oh.
But look at the street, dude. Like the Zestimate says 174, but you ain't got no comps that are really that high. Maybe over on this.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. There's not even one. There's like one. Oh, there's a 192.
But look, like.
But yeah, even still, yeah.
Search. NAR. NAR's got a low value. They got 49 as the meat, but it's also got a low confidence score. We only got 1 star, but 110 to 196. So the neighborhood's kind of patchy, right?
Yeah.
Fun, and this one needed some work, dude. But the fun, like they spit out 157, and the guy's in the process of countering on that one.
Okay.
This one, same deal. Just so you kind of get a feel for it, like.
Yeah, definitely.
$164. His estimate on this 164.
Yep.
pull out. But look at Cedar Crest Street, dude. Like, I don't even see any 164 comps. 147, 144, 125, 128, 145. Like,
74.
yeah, dude.
130. Yeah.
I was reading off the top price ones, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
see what NAR says real quick. 149. 5 stars on that, right? And they're saying that tops out at 164.
What? Mm.
And the
And so
fund came ready for inspection, 150 on that.
150. Yeah. Yeah.
But they also have like 20,000 baked in for repairs on that price too.
Gotcha. Yeah. Dang. Okay.
So,
Nice.
this is what I've been doing with the team as far as negotiations. This is the best angle I have found because, again, when people are asking like retail, like Zillow price, I'm like, dude, if they're somewhere close to that retail value, let's basically speak to them and let them know, hey, you know, we're confident we can pay higher than any cash buyer in the area. You know, we pride ourselves in being able to get right there at retail price. But your pitch is basically saying, hey, you know, if your house sells at 150, you know, we can meet that price. We would just, you know, take off the 6% that would be accounted for real estate commissions.
Mm-hmm.
You walk through the scenario saying,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
listed your house on the market today, you know, and let's say you got top value at 150. Everything was fixed up. You didn't have to do any repairs on it. You got a 150 offer. You would have to pay 6% in real estate commissions after selling that.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, let me plug those numbers into my calculator real quick. 150,000 times 0.06 equals 9,000. So you'd be like, you're paying $9,000 off the bat.
Yeah. So you're gonna get yeah. So you get like 141 without it.
So then I'd come in and say, hey, so you know we're confident we can actually buy it as is, as it sits for, you know, 141, as long as everything pans out and, you know, everything you tell me as far as condition is true. You know? And then I shoot the offer out at 155 or something, get a response back once we get a solid offer, set inspection, and we can wait. We can either lock it up or we can wait until this inspection's done and they'll give us the final numbers and we can send our AB offer out and then get theirs, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
really we're reverse engineering everything, you know, and the relationship that we have built and the process that we're implementing, it's just a rapid fire system that's been working. So that's what I would say the best practice, you know. So in here we just open up these threads. You know, my acquisitions guys, I got 2 guys that are working just the different markets. So we just coordinate the inspections from there. And then I got my wife Lisa, who's now stepping in. She's running the transaction coordination. She's teeing up inspections and making sure everything flows on the back end as far as that goes. But I mean,
do you guys have boots in the ground in all these areas, like Norman, Oklahoma?
No. I don't know. I don't know anyone in OKC, bro.
Okay, that's good to know that. Okay.
Atlanta, I got a couple buddies. Like for example, that smoker that I showed you, the guy straight up said, he said, "Hey, I only do business in person." Like he kind of gave out his price, right, and said, "Yes, I'm interested in selling, looking to move pretty quickly, but I only do business in person." So I was considering driving out to Atlanta today so I could meet. He worked late. He gets out at 7 o'clock. And I was considering just going out there, you know, speaking with him, meeting in person, locking it up. But I just reached out to my buddy. I'm like, hey, bro, you know what you're doing. If you want to just run point on acquisitions for this, I'll toss you $5,000. All right.
Nice. So on places like Norman, where you on 1112 Cedar Crest, yep, where it's ready set to inspection, is the owner just taking care of the inspection? Do you guys call up the inspector, like you find an inspector in Oklahoma, or how do y'all do it?
So the fund has their in-house inspectors. They have people that go out there, they contract them out, so they go out, inspect the property. So basically all we're doing is if they got the offer set and we're like, yes, this makes sense, we'll go ahead and order the inspection. So that our rep orders the inspection, gives us a couple dates that could work. And then we reach out, or I have Lisa reach out to the seller saying, hey, Mr. Seller, got a couple dates that might work with the inspections. Let us know what would work best with your schedule, or give us access instructions if there's a lockbox or whatever.
Gotcha.
But basically, like, no, we never meet them, right? We'll send out a virtual contract and just have the inspector go out there, go to the house, they inspect it, get the finalized numbers within, that usually that same day. And then we're like, okay, inspection went well. This is the price we're comfortable at. Let's get it done. And boom.
Nice.
And after the inspection's done and we have a contract, they aim to close in 7 days, bro.
Hell yeah. That's what that was my next question, is like, how long will they take to close? That's good, man.
Like, for example, that Tennessee one that we got locked up, he sent me an email this morning, and he said, awesome, let's close it. Underwriting approved, and we're locked in at 3/15. Please push out at least a week to close. Since Monday is a holiday, if we could close the week of the 17th, that would be easier for our closing team, which makes it an easier process on you guys and your sellers as well. But he straight up said, he's like, we aim for 7 days. We're good.
Good deal. Good deal.
So pretty.
And these are all landlords? These are all like tired landlord lists?
Yeah, I would say for the most part. Oh, here's another angle too to keep in mind. So they will buy occupied properties up to a year out, no problem. They'll also say that a seller lives in the house and they're, interested in selling, but considering next steps moving forward. They will do leasebacks as well.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually pitch to the seller saying, hey, like I get you might need some time to figure out next steps or find a place moving forward. We actually would offer this and do this quite often is, we purchase the property and then we would lease it back to you, whatever the agreed upon amount is for however much time you need. And they'll do it, preferably they say 6 months. If they need to stretch it out more, they'll do it up to a year. But, preference is aiming for like 90 to 180 days. So like 3 to 6 months. But
gotcha.
That's also something that we can put into negotiations in our price as well. Let's say this is a banger. Let's say we got $60,000 deal, and the seller's like kind of on the fence, but not sure what they want to do. Whatever the case is, we can eat what the rent amount would be. Like we could say, hey, we're confident we can buy your house for that number. Like we can pay you $300,000 and actually let you stay in the house for 3 months or 6 months rent free. You don't have to worry about nothing. They'd be like, what?
Exactly.
And then we just eat the cost on the assignment, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that, but you can get creative with the angles that you're coming with the sellers. If there's any objections whatsoever, there's always that option. Like, hey, we offer leasebacks. Like if you want to sell it and then we rent it back to you, or you stay in the property for whatever length of time, that's 100% cool.
So that's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. That's a good value proposition for them, man. That really is.
So this is it's something different, bro. Like I said, I've stopped every other angle, dude, and I've just really crafted out a process in our business just to target this, fund like this. I mean, dude, it's if we're not capitalizing on this opportunity, something is wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, this is exciting, man. I'm stoked. I'm gonna get this going, man. Shoot you some deals here. This is exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guarantee, like, let's see. We might have a few leads coming, like, 5, 7, 9 leads a day, just like cold call, text message. But like, dude, at this rate, we should be doing a contract daily at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's nuts. But yeah, bro, what I'll do is I'll send you think I might have already texted it, but I'll send you the buy box criteria so you guys can dial that in, whatever markets you want to focus on.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, that's great, dude. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm gonna reach out to him right after this call, get that information for Atlanta because I know he's got something in Atlanta for you. So we'll get that over to you, and then yeah, I'll run this by him. I'm gonna have a conversation. I'll keep you updated as to how that goes. And yeah, man, I'm excited, ready to get some deals going with you.
Awesome, dude. The only thing that makes it easier on my end for submitting is just the format in which we're submitting. So
Okay.
I'll text you that, but just real clean cut. We'll have the name, address,
Okay.
bed, bath count, square footage, just so that's all lined up there.
Yeah.
If you would put like the seller's asking price,
Okay.
that way, it's the same thing for like, I'm looking at the one size fits all system, and then I can say, okay, if the seller's asking 140, and I'll look it up real quick and I'll shoot it out for whatever, 170, 180, depending what ARV is. Timeline helps, not like mandatory, but just like, something like this, I'll copy and paste it just so you have like a template. And then the only additional thing that is helpful because they assess it on a cap rate ratio is the property taxes. So if you guys are just in that in the acquisitions process, looking on PropStream or whatever, just include the annual property taxes. That makes the job easier for underwriting, and then I don't like take it and submit it. Go do some research and find what the taxes are. Like it's there. I can put it together, clean cut it, and send it out.
Got it. You got it. Yeah, I'll get that information. That annual property taxes. Yep.
Sweet. Sounds good, brother, man. Well, this is it, man. I think this is our season. This is our opportunity.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm really grateful you called, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yesterday. So, we'll get this going, man. I'm stoked.
That's what's up, bro. We're ready for it, man. We're ready for it. We're gonna feed this fund through a fire hose, man, and just.
Okay. Yeah. I'm about it, man. I'm excited for it.
Awesome, man. Well, you guys need any follow-up strategy calls or best practices or whatever, man? Like, I'm all about it, bro.
Dude, I definitely will, because when it comes to wholesaling, I used to be a realtor, but wholesaling's still kind of new. I'm gonna hit you up if I need to, man. I want to make sure that making sure I'm providing value to you, man. So definitely want to, yeah, for sure.
Sounds good, my brother.
All right, man. Well, you have a great day.
You as well, man.
I'll hit you up after I talk to Santiago.
Awesome. Sounds good, brother.
All right, peace out.
Do I have your email? I'm sure I do. Just send me your email. I'll forward the zip codes, the buy box. And then once I get this video uploaded, I'll send you that just so you can review it, send it to Santiago, and we just have that as a point of reference too.